Hey everybody, welcome to a special week of Adulture. This week being the 5th week of the month. We try to do some different things that we hope you will enjoy, hope you'll like. So this week we thought it might be fun to ask you guys, the audience, about some of the categories that you feel you struggle to pick a movie in. And maybe you need some help. Those categories being chick flicks that a male could bear to watch. That's a good category.
Yeah.
Follow-up category to that is action movies that your female companion would enjoy. So we'll make some film recommendations, and then when your lady or male companion says, "Good choice, sweetheart," you know where to give the thumbs up to.
Humble as ever.
Right there. Just kidding. All right, but with that being said, Derek, why don't you start us off? What was your first suggestion for a chick flick that a male could endure?
All right. So I'm going with a tried and true. I have suggested this one to many people who are in this conundrum, and without exception, they've all come back and have thanked me for this film.
Okay.
So, spreading the good word, the good news. So this is a 1963 film. For the ladies, we have Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. So automatically, we know we're in good and safe hands. It takes place.
Absolutely.
There's obviously going to be a little romantic twist there between the two of them. It takes place in Paris, which brings in more of the romantic. They are on one point in the film, they're on a date, floating down the river. There's Notre Dame. The lights are flickering off of the waves. It gets you right there. However, it is also a thriller suspense film because Audrey Hepburn's husband is caught up, at the very first part of the film, he's murdered. And then she's being chased by a bunch of people who think she has the money, and Cary Grant is trying to get some of that money as well. Maybe, possibly, he's a very ambivalent character. So the name of the film is Charade. So 1963, Charade, starring Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. She wants to trust him. She wants to love him, but you never know through the entire film if he's a good guy trying to protect her or a bad guy that's trying to manipulate and extort her for this illicit funds. There's some hefty little fight scenes, a murder or two, and lots and lots
Fun
of
for the whole
extras.
family.
Great film.
All right. Well, holy cow, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, Derek, my first choice, a little more contemporary, but of course, need the variety. Variety is important.
Yeah.
This is a film that my wife brought home. I was a hesitant, but I actually learned a thing or two. So it's a good movie then.
All right.
This is 2005 Hitch, starring Mr. Will Smith, Kevin James, and Eva Mendes. Kevin James just gives us the hysterical performance he always does. I found him to be thoroughly enjoyable. It wasn't over-the-top sappy, which, again, that always bothers me. I hate just an over-the-top sappiness. So, and, of course, Will Smith, in my mind, could do no wrong. He's just such a good actor, and I felt like his chemistry on screen with Eva Mendes was good, not overbearing. And it was a fun story about this date doctor who can talk the talk, but he can't walk the walk, essentially.
Sure. Oh, okay.
So, yeah, it was fun. It was fun to see him give all this love advice, and then he couldn't take his own advice. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. Just very, very funny, and it was more of a comedy than it was a romantic comedy, I felt like. But it has the romance part for the ladies as well. So I really think it's a good combo move for everybody.
Okay. No, fair. Fair.
All right. Number 2. What's your number 2?
All right. So I am going a little bit more up to date. This one is more of the romantic comedy, whereas my last one was a romantic drama thriller. This one, however, though, is, I think, still considered a classic within the genre, and that is When Harry Met Sally. So,
damn, that was on my list too. That's a good one.
Well, there you go. It's smart, it's funny, legitimately funny.
Yeah.
I think it's one of Billy Crystal's best films.
Yes.
Hands down. And Meg Ryan as well. Before she started all of the Tom Hanks blather, we had this one.
Jeez, that is true. Her and Tom Hanks did a ton of movies together.
Yeah.
That's a good suggestion. That made it onto my list as well. That was a good one.
Okay.
All right. My number 2 is
I like
500 Days of Summer. Again, it's sort of an offbeat romantic comedy. It's got some cynicalness to it, which I really appreciate. And it takes the typical true love story and kind of turns it upside down. And I think it's, if you're a woman and you've gone through a breakup, you get a lot of this stuff. If you're a man who had expectations and those expectations weren't met, you'll get it too. I mean, it's just a good, really interesting commentary on romance, and I definitely think something that both male and female parties will walk away with a smile on their face.
Yeah, agreed. Again, it's smartly written.
Yes, it is well written, ID. And I just love the cynical nature of it. It's just very, very fun. Very, very fun. So that was my number 2 choice. Next category.
Yes.
Action movies that girls would enjoy. Now this is going to be fun. Derek, start us off.
I might get a bunch of slack for my first pick.
Okay.
But I'm giving it and I'm standing by it.
Okay.
All right.
I like this confidence.
So my first pick of a action film that a girl, female, could get behind is the 1991 classic, The Rocketeer.
Ooh, The Rocketeer. That's a good movie.
So, it's just this huge guy film. Hey, you have a guy who straps a rocket to his back and he has to fight Nazis. So, I don't know which more you want.
Yes.
But there's definitely a little romance element in there, some good old clean red, white, and blue flag waving. It's a nice feel-good film. So anyway, there we go. The Rocketeer, that's the one I'm saying there.
Okay, I like that. Good choice. And my first choice, sticking behind this, Braveheart.
Oh, okay.
Now, before you laugh at me, which you already did, too late. Not only is that, based on a true story, Freedom of Scotland, so really good story, part of our history, but, I mean, it's got the action for the men, but it really is this forbidden love story that I think a lot of women enjoy. And by a lot of women, I'm talking about all the women in my family, meaning my wife, my mother, my sisters. They seem to enjoy this forbidden love story. So, there you go. There's my reasoning behind putting it in that category.
Well, I can respect that.
Yes. So, all right. Derek, choice number 2. What do you got?
All right, choice number 2. So I took my number 1 choice from before, which was Charade, and I'm now inverting it to get choice number 2 here. It's an even more classic than The Rocketeer. This is Cary Grant. It's just going to be a Cary Grant night tonight. Cary Grant in North by Northwest.
Okay, that is a good one. That's a good one.
So, Cary Grant, he's the pawn. There's this mysterious woman figure. He doesn't know if he's going to be romantically involved with her or not. He doesn't know really what is happening.
Okay.
But it works. There's some suspense. There's lots of action. He's getting shot at. He has to outwit all of these people. But I think the romantic side of things helps bring it in. So there's something for everybody to enjoy.
No, I can get behind you on this one. That is a good movie. I did like that movie a lot. All right. Okay. My second choice.
All right.
Moving over to the Tom Cruise genre. Second choice, I'm throwing out there another classic, Top Gun. If you're a woman and you could not get behind that film, I don't know what is wrong with you. All right. Maybe I'm being a tad harsh.
Maybe a little bit. It's the volleyball scene.
In all seriousness, that's true. In all seriousness, what woman doesn't like to see a man flying some airplanes and playing volleyball with his shirt off? I can't think of a single one.
Fair enough.
And not only that, but you know, okay. Is Tom Cruise the best actor in the world? No, he's not. But it's got some pretty good acting in it. It's got a good story. It's got the fun action for the men. And then it's got some fun eye candy for the ladies.
Fair enough.
So, that was number 2 pick. Top Gun.
Okay.
All right. Well, if you have any others you'd like to add or that you want to share with us, please let us know in the comments section below. We would love to hear what some of your fan favorites are or some of your personal preferences are, so that our category of list of films can grow. But until next time, as always, you can follow us on social media. And stay tuned. Next week, we've got Foreign Film Week. So until then, watch good movies.